welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. I'm standing in front of my bedroom. This is zone 4, the master bedroom. I have a huge bedroom and a huge side where I have many books, and I'm gonna share with you what it looks like now, and I'm gonna try to do a 15-minute boogie in here. I'm gonna try to maybe make my bed, vacuum, and put some stuff away and get rid of some stuff. So I did not clean anything yet, so I'm gonna share with you the before, and hopefully I'll be back with an after at the end of this. So yeah, please don't judge me. It looks a mess, but it will get straightened out. I'm trying my hardest here. So yeah, I have my headphones on. I'm gonna listen to some music. I'm gonna get some stuff done here. Okay, so as you walk into my room, I have a pile here that is going to donation. Yes, when I cleaned out my bathroom closet, I found some baby clothes. Can you believe I had these unopened Gerber baby blankets in my closet? So yeah, they are 15 years old, never been opened. So that is going to be going into the VVA donation. And I have some jeans that I no longer fit into, so those went there as well. So they will be bagged up. I actually have a bag there, I just didn't put anything in it yet. So that's this. This is my furniture. This is the only furniture I have in this room. So my husband sleeps on the right side, I sleep on the left side. My beds are never made because no one ever goes in this room except for me and my husband. So yeah, so that's our bed area. The right side I probably will not touch because that's my husband's. The cabinets open, the drawers open. I don't know what he stores in there, and I don't like touching his stuff because he gets mad at me. So this is his side of the bed. When we go over to my side of the bed, I do need to clean out my cabinet, and my side of the bed has the bookcase, and my yellow pocketbook is my currently reading books. So I carry that up and down the steps because those are books that I'm reading. Above that is my Flylady journal. So yeah, so this is what these things open. And I have drawers underneath, which I really need to. I'm going to pull this out so I can get to it. I need to go through these 2 drawers and go through this cabinet. I have stuff in there that I haven't yet touched in ages. So yes, everything in there needs to come out like a Marie Kondo thing and put back in very nicely. The whole cabinet opens. I have a lot of stuff in there. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what's in here. So yeah. So this is going to be, there's probably a lot of garbage in there. So, yep, so that has to be done. And my drawers as well. So that is probably going to be my 15-minute boogie in this room. Okay, so moving across, I have these bins here. I need to put some clothes away. I have a habit of taking my clothes off and just shoving it there. So that needs to be put away. So it's not that bad. I have nothing underneath the bed. So that's a good thing. This thing here is Daisy's steps to get onto the bed. She jumps onto this and jumps onto the bed. That's the only way she can get up onto the bed. And she likes to sleep with us. So we had to find out a way that she could get up there without us lifting her up. So that's what she uses to get up on the bed. Okay, so directly behind me, I'm going to turn around, is the extra room that I have that I use for my books. You could actually see it in the mirror there. All right, so I am going to switch around and share with you my book area. Okay, so this is my charging station over here. I charge my phone there every night. And these are my mystery thriller novels. And I actually had 4 books pulled out that I want to read like very soon, and 1 that probably needs to be donated. So that's sitting there. Then moving across here, I have my middle grade books. They are in this blue tote and also into, this is all middle grade. And I haven't read these yet. These are my TBR. These are books that I didn't want to give away back to the library because this maybe one day I would want to read them. So yeah, so that's that. Then I have some extra blankets sitting there. They could probably be put in my closet. And then as I was doing my Marie Kondo, I started this new attempt in putting the books in order by genre. So this is my attempt. I've been doing this since January. It never moved from here. So I need to really start working on this and get these back in my crates. So, and then this crate here is also mystery thrillers. That's my favorite genre. So I have a lot of mystery thrillers. Moving around here, I have a suitcase from Virginia in July that I haven't unpacked yet. Yes, that's how lazy I am. I need to unpack that. Behind that, I have books that I want to donate and give back to the used bookstores. So I have to find a bin or something to put it in. So that's that. And these are clothes over here that need to be folded. So those are probably my clothes. I don't know, it might be mixed in with the kids, but I had to bring this out from the living room downstairs because my mother was visiting, so they got stuck in my bedroom. Okay, so moving back into this cubbyhole area. This is my reading area. I hardly ever sit in here. I never sit in here. I do have a chair to sit in here. I prefer reading in my bed. But these are all my TBR books, and they are sorted really by fiction over here. This is all fiction. Yeah, and I started sorting them by category. Like the first two here, it's getting a little bit better. The first two bins here going down are YA books, and I sorted them by category for my kids. Above is in rainbow order my mystery books, and then I started over here bringing out my adult books and trying to sort them by YA and adults because they're mixed in totally, and I needed to start pulling them out and put them in order so my kids can read the YA books. So yeah, I have a lot of books. A lot of them are over here is by author. These are my favorite authors. So like here are all my Kristen Hanna books that I want to read still. And I have a bunch of Stephen King in the corner there. I have Dean Koontz there, and those are horror. I like reading those. Nicholas Sparks are all books there. Lisa Scottolini, I've only read one book, but I collected a lot of her books, so that's there. Moving down over here, I have a lot of Harlan Coben in one crate. And I have Jeffrey Deaver in here. Like I bought some books by authors that I liked, and I wanted to read more of their books, so I started collecting. And then below that is my Jodi Picoult, and I have all her books in there. So those are the ones that I haven't read yet. But these all have to be gone through and sorted by category. So yeah, it's work in progress. I love all my books, so it's really hard to do a Marie Kondo. There was only a few books that I was like, I hate this book, I'm not going to read it. So yeah, and now over here are my short story books. And below that is my Ken Follett books and my Wally Lamb and Alice Hoffman. Now I haven't read Alice Hoffman yet, but I did collect a few of her books there. And below that is also another author that I need to try. I have a lot of Ellen Hildenbrand and Chevy Stevens. I read Chevy Stevens, and I really enjoyed her book. So I wanted to read more of her books there. And here are my DNF books. I actually have this bin that says DNF, etc. Try again. I always give a book twice before I give it away totally. So in here are books that I started and DNF. So this bin here and this bin here is full of DNF books. Yeah, I need to try to read them again or totally DNF them. So yeah. Then moving across is a sunflower. I love sunflowers. My daughter made that for me, so that's in there. And I have some nonfiction books here and some graphic novels and mangas and some poetry books. So at least I have some of the things in order and some of things like by genre. So yeah, I could find things. So this is what my room looks like. I probably will not get to my books, but yeah, my main goal is to do my cabinet next to my bed, and vacuum and dust in this room. So that's my main goal for the whole week, and maybe put some clothes away. So yeah. So as I was cleaning out my thing, I found a few interesting things. So first I found my wedding photos, which I've been looking for forever. So I have a big box of wedding photos, so that's pretty cool. And then I found 3 journals. I found my engagement photo from the newspaper, and I found my wedding vows, which is really cool, and I found some quotes. So I just want to share, let's see, this journal, I've been keeping journals forever. So this journal starts out in 1999, and it goes all the way to the triplets' birth, and which is really cool because I have all my notes when they were born in the hospital and how small they were and everything else. It says August 25th, 2004, they were born. So this is all my notes, which is really cool. So I'll be able to share that with my kids when they came home from the hospital. So that's a cool thing. The other book that I found is my dream journal. Yes, I keep a dream journal. I have a current one that I'm writing on, but this is an old one. And this one starts in October 1999. And I just want to read with you what I wrote for the very first thing that came in here. It says twins. I had a dream. I had twins, a girl and then a boy. The girl we named Samantha, and then I woke up before naming the boy, which is really cool, and I have that written in my journal. So that was 99, so that was 5 years before the triplets were born, so that's pretty cool. And I have some other things that I wrote in here, but I just sat here and I read the first thing, and I was like, oh my god, that's pretty neat. So that's that one. Then I found another journal that I started after I got married. So here is my journal. This journal is something I don't want anybody reading because this one, I only wrote negative things in here. So yeah, I kind of sat here and read the whole thing, and I was like, I don't want anybody seeing this book. So I mean, I could write a journal, but I don't want anybody reading this thing. And this one starts, I think, right after I got married. This starts in 1998. So I got married in 95, 96, 97, 98. So 3 years into my marriage. Yeah, bad things that I wrote. But I only wrote bad things. That's my thing, always let it go. And I would always journal about the bad things and let it go. So this journal is not very positive. So yeah, but it is nice to still have it, and some of the things still happen today. So I know. So that's that. As I said, I found my engagement announcement in the newspaper, so that's cool. I found that. That's way back when in 1994. Yes, right before we got married, so that's pretty cool. I found my vows, which is this here, so that's pretty cool. I want to put that somewhere else. I also found a poem, and I found something I mailed to my grandmother before she passed away. And this one is written from my grandmother. It has her handwriting. She passed away, and also my grandfather just passed away last year. So I have all the notes. I had questions that I asked her, and she replied to me in the mail. And this is pretty cool to keep. I'm going to probably glue this into my notebook, into one of my journals. So yes, this has all the information back to when they were born, who their grandparents were, all different things like that. So yes, so this was very interesting to find. I found some quotes that I want to transfer. I ripped them out of my book. I threw my book away, but I found some quotes. The first one that I want to add, I'm going to add it to my Flylady journal, and the quote was, "A little dirt, ... never hurts." So I thought that was cute. Some other quotes that I found were, "The key to failure is trying to please everybody." Another quote was, "The most completely lost of all days is one on which we have not laughed." And another quote, "Don't just live the length of your life, live the width as well." So I thought those quotes were really cool, and I'm going to transfer these. I ripped them out of the book because I went through page by page because I wanted to make sure that nothing was something that I had to shred or whatever. And I'm going to transfer these into my new journals. So those are pretty cool quotes. I found some great scrapbooking stuff for Hanukkah. So great scrapbooking stuff, never opened. So that's going to go into my Hanukkah box downstairs. I also found a card that I made. I'm going to probably mail this to my grandmother or something. So I used to make cards a lot, and I still make cards a lot. So either I'm going to stick this in my card box, or I'm probably going to gift it to somebody. So that's that. I also found a home improvement binder that when we had the house done, we had the basement refinished, we had some painting done, and everything in here. It's pretty cool because it's like accordion style, and I could add more stuff to this. This is going downstairs into the file cabinet, so I can add anything when I do home improvement, which is pretty cool. We're actually having, the electrician came last week, fixed my laundry room, and we have a plumber coming on Friday, so I could put all the information in this binder thing. So that's pretty cool. So that's going downstairs. I found a whole bunch of supplies, labels and office supplies that need to go into my office downstairs. So that's going to be moved. And I found a whole bunch of stuff that has to be shredded. So anything that had my address on it, or any social security number, anything like that, needs to be shredded. I did go to Staples. They have a 99 cent a pound or something like that. So I'm probably going to go with a box of shredding stuff and do that one day, probably next week or whatever. So I did find a whole bunch of books that I'm going to donate. I'm going to share with you right now what they are. So in the donation box, I have a whole bunch of books that I am going to donate to the VVA or to the library. I 15 years ago converted to Judaism, and so I had some books that I don't want to use anymore, and I'm probably not going to look through them again, so I'm going to get rid of them. I have Conversion to Judaism, a guidebook. I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of Jewish literacy. I did skim through this one, and I was like, I'm probably not going to read it again, so it is leaving. I found a baby book called Pizza Pat. Yeah, this is when they first started reading. I'm going to get rid of this. I found a book, Is There Really Sex After Kids? Don't need this anymore, so this is going. Baby Health, don't need this either, so this is going. And the Jewish holidays, this would be great to go into the library because I really don't need this. I could always search anything up on the internet, I don't need this. So that's going. So that's a big pile that's going. Donation. I have a bag full of stuff that is recyclable. It's all paper. I had scrapbooking magazines and scrapbooking stuff. I don't need it anymore. It's going. I have a bag full of garbage. It's going. What else? I found a whole bunch of office supplies. I have this that I am still going through. I have this binder here that I have to go through still. So that's done. And then I found this. I have no idea. This with photos on them. I have no idea how to get the photos off of this, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. But yes, I don't even know if they have a service that does that. I'm going to have to ask my husband, but our computers don't do these discs anymore, so I don't know what to do with this. So that's what I have left. Let me share with you what the shelves look like and what I kept. Okay, here is my cabinet. I put my book bag on the shelf there, and that's filled with books that I'm currently reading. So I'm going to just stick it there. And then when I open this up, I cleaned out everything so the top shelf has nothing. These are the books, non-fiction books that I kept and probably will read again because I did read these. Some of them I think I did read partial or whatever, but these are books that I'm keeping. I have Changing Her Man, Organizing from the Inside Out, Positively You, Commitment Chronicles, Sidetracked Home Executives, Talking Dirty with Queen of Clean, and the Top 10 Commandments. So I kept those books. On this side is my Bible, which is this Siddur. It's upside down. This is my Siddur that I got when I converted. So this is here, and then all my conversion books I kept here. Don't know if I'll ever use them again, but yeah, I have my certificate, and my husband has a certificate because he did the course with me. So yeah, so that's there. And then this is empty, nothing in it. And then going down here, nothing here, and empty, and empty. I have no idea what I'm going to put in there, but everything's empty, so it looks so much better. Got rid of all that clutter, so I'm really happy. I dusted the whole shelf up here. Everything's dusted. The only thing I need to do is vacuum, and this room is complete. I did add a basket, and when you first walk in, this is for donations, so that's there. The bag is filled with donations, stuff that could go to the VBA, clothing, whatever. So that's there. Books that I'm going to donate are in this bag because I go to the used bookstore and I bring them back. So that is a nice tote, and she only takes a little at a time. So the tote, once the tote is filled up, then I could get more books, and yeah, and I'll go to the used bookstore. So I found another notebook, which is really cool because it has stuff when the kids were really, really tiny. So I went through every single page and ripped out what I needed and what I wanted to keep, and stuff that didn't pertain, because I used it like a bullet journal back then, and there was like close to my heart stuff, stamping up stuff that I wanted and all that. But in between that, I found some interesting stuff that I was writing about the triplets. So the first thing that I found, which I wanted to keep, was their schedule. Now, when you are a triplet mom, you have to have a schedule. So I had a schedule written out for every time of the day and what we did at certain times, which is really cool. So at 8 o'clock in the morning, the kids woke up, and then at 8:30 to 9 o'clock, we had breakfast. And then from 9 to 9:30, we dressed the kids. And from 9:30 to 10:30, we managed play. And at 10:30, we had snack time. At 11 to 12, we managed play. And then at 12 to 12:30 was lunchtime. And then at 12:30 to 2:30, we had nap time, and I would clean up the house, which is pretty cool. From 2:30 to 3:30, we had outside play and snack time. And then from 3:30 to 4:30, we had play time. And then from 4:30 to 5, I would prep dinner. And then at 5 to 5:30, we would have dinner every day. From 5:30 to 6, we had free time and cleanup. And then from 6 to 7, we had bath time. And then from 7 to 7:30, we had family story time. And then from 7:30, lights out was at every day. So really cool. I had a schedule. I couldn't believe that I was like, I found this. I probably will share this with maybe other triplet moms who are having triplets. This really helped me out, and yeah, so I had this schedule. Another thing I had in here is like songs that I like to listen to. So I'm going to transfer that into another book, and I'm going to try to listen to them and see if I really still like those songs. So that was pretty cool. And then the last thing I want to share with you is something I wrote back when the triplets were really tiny. They were toddlers. So I had a 29 things thinking about toddlers, and during that time, I hope I don't cry. Anyway, so I'm gonna read this to you, and this is pretty cool because it just brings back memories, and it was like 15 years ago. But let's see. Number 1, some days it's tough to keep up with the children. Number 2, tough to keep them from danger. Number 3, tough to keep them from destroying my house. And then I wrote in quotes, mess. Number 4, tough to know that I'm outnumbered. Number 5, tough to find out that I'm 1 second too late. Number 6, tough to teach them to share. Number 7, tough to keep them safe from themselves. Give me a second. Anyway, number 8, tough to use the bathroom by myself. Number 9, tough to watch them sleep knowing tomorrow they'll be just a little bigger. Number 10, tough to ache for just a little more time with each one. Number 11, tough to know that there's just never enough time. Number 12, tough to go in 3 different directions. Number 13, tough to let them tough to let them learn through struggling. Number 14, tough to do housework, dishes, dishwasher. I have that in quotes. Number 15, tough to teach them independence. Number 16, tough to open doors, cabinets, or appliances. Number 17, tough when they open doors and cabinets. Number 18, tough to get them dressed and tough to anticipate their next moves. Sorry, I'm crying. Okay, number 19. Okay, let me breathe here. Number 19. Tough to pick things up over and over and over and over. And I have over written really high and really big. Okay, number 20. Tough to read turn up a newspaper. Number 21. Tough to be in several places at once. Number 22. I'm gonna have to pause. Okay, where was I? Sorry about that. I just had a mental breakdown. But anyway, I'm up to 22. It says, tough to discover another something that's not baby-proofed. Number 23, tough to watch them work as a team to move furniture. Number 24, but even though it's tough, I'm so grateful for each one of them. Number 25, oh no, I'm gonna cry again. Number 25, okay. So very grateful for each one of these very busy little people in my life, and I just keep reminding myself how lucky I am, even when it's tough. Number 29, because I'm definitely no Superman or Superwoman, and that was a song by Lazo Bain and from Scrubs. So yeah, wonder if it is a song. But yeah, I just found this in my notes and I was like, oh my god. And here I am crying hysterical. Anyway, so I thought that was really amazing that I found that in my book. And I'm definitely going to be sharing that with my triplets and see what they say when they read it. Of course, they're not going to cry like I am. But another thing that I found in the same notebook was a list of journaling questions. So this is really cool because it's a quiz 1, quiz 2 about childhood and all that, and it has a whole bunch of questions that you can answer in your journaling. So I wanted to journal about these and ask these questions because I am journaling every day now, so I'm probably going to be using this as well. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I teared up. It's been 15 years. I haven't read that in a while, and it brought me back into the toddler years, and the toddler years were really hard. So yeah, so thank you for watching. At least my bedroom is clean now, and I will see you in another video. Bye.